Gabe and Mrs. Dabney were always amazing together. Patricia Belcher is the actress who plays Estelle Dabney, and my first time seeing her was in the original Jeepers Creepers movie. So in the episode known as The Curious Case of Mrs. Dabney, I was on Gabe and PJ's side when they thought Dabney killed her own husband. All of us were probably on Gabe's side when it came to his rivalry with Mrs. Dabney, but we have to give credit where credit is due. Estelle was always outsmarting Gabe and also PJ, but PJ was getting outsmarted by everyone, so he doesn't really count. Dabney tricked Gabe into digging the hole for her new jacuzzi. She returned his stuff and put glue on one of Gabe's hats so he could get a bald spot. And on Halloween, she played Gabe like a fool when she egged her own house, but pretended it was some boys. Dabney was always running circles around poor Gabe, but Gabe had the better insults. I think one of everyone's favorite is when Gabe says he has a case of gabnorrhea. And in the episode where the Duncans are moving homes, Dabney says Gabe kept her young, and Gabe responds that he didn't do a good job of that since she looks old. This is just a side note, but one of the funniest gags was when Amy announces they have to move. Dabney then has a mini celebration and gives Amy a card for a real estate agent.
Here you go.
What's this?
It's the business card of a real estate agent. I've been carrying that around since Gabe was born. I knew this sweet day would come. Hallelujah! Been carrying that around too.
It made sense when Gabe started dating Lauren because it was a great way for the rivalry to progress. Gabe was getting older, so they didn't have him pulling immature pranks anymore, but they still kept his feud with Dabney alive and strong. Gabe now had to be nice to Dabney so she could let Lauren go out with him. Gabe and Lauren were a cute couple, so I loved seeing them together, but it is a bit ironic for Gabe to fall in love with someone from Mrs. Dabney's family. This might be controversial to say, but Gabe and Mrs. Dabney were the best duo from a Disney Channel show that wasn't in a relationship. Their dynamic was so strong, and like I said earlier, they were amazing together and also separately. Ivy and Dabney were reoccurring actors and not a part of the main cast, but I personally preferred Mrs. Dabney over Ivy. Ivy was funny and a great best friend to Teddy, but Dabney was 10 times better. Even if we put her against Spencer, Mrs. Dabney is way better than him too. The rivalry between Gabe and Dabney is literally one of the things that made Good Luck Charlie such an incredible show. There's a percentage of the Good Luck Charlie fanbase that wants a spin-off, but they want it to focus on Gabe and Mrs. Dabney. This could actually work, because I'm sure their chemistry would still be good enough for a spin-off to actually work. Towards the end of Good Luck Charlie, we see Mrs. Dabney noticing that Toby has the same evil look as Gabe. This is also another option they could explore. Have Toby become the new prankster who torments Mrs. Dabney the same way that Gabe used to do it. People are going to think that it's crazy to say Gabe and Mrs. Dabney are the best duo from Disney Channel, but let's think about it for a second. Good Luck Charlie is widely known as the greatest Disney Channel show ever. It was made for both kids and adults. It's a show that was mature and got major success without having a bunch of singing in every episode. It's a series that could have been successful on any other network without having to change a thing. Every episode is amazing and remarkable, but it also didn't need a gimmick to work. It didn't need a wizard's gimmick, a pop star gimmick, or a music store gimmick. Good Luck Charlie was just a show about a family growing together, but it still became iconic. Dabney and Gabe aren't fighting each other with wizard powers. They aren't battling in singing competitions, and they also aren't running a dojo together. There's no gimmick at all. Gabe and Dabney are your average neighbors, but they managed to become iconic being normal. But let me know what you think. Is Gabe and Mrs. Dabney the best Disney Channel duo, or do you prefer another duo?